That's what I look for all the time. When a quarterback throws a touchdown pass, I actually watch to see who he goes and celebrates with. Intimidating than a quarterback doing his six-shooter guns and pointing up in the crowd and doing all that other bullshit that's very self-promotional, but it's not about winning.
The inconceivable was done by Tom Brady. He made a clear reference to Shedeur Sanders and other black quarterbacks in a startling interview when he attacked quarterbacks who celebrate alone after throwing a touchdown pass. Fans are incensed after Brady attacked the individual festivities, pointing out Shedeur's now famous watch celebration in particular. This is where it becomes even more explosive, though. His remarks weren't limited to Shedeur. No, Brady suddenly made fun of all black quarterbacks who share this distinctive on-field self-expression, including Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams, and others. This is more than a minor dispute. Both football players and fans are speaking out in this full-fledged feud.
So what did I do? I looked for my offensive lineman every time. I went down and celebrated in the end zone with my teammates every time. I wanted everyone to feel like they were part of the success.
Tom Brady began by stating that he made care to celebrate with his linemen and other teammates when he was the quarterback, making sure they were all involved in the victory. He said that this was his approach, prioritizing teamwork over individual success, and that it ought to be the proper one. His argument for diversity seemed admirable, but when he began targeting the game's showman, things took a drastic turn. Brady grew more critical of players who thrive on celebrating alone after a touchdown, focusing on them in particular. At that point, things really began to get out of hand. What started as a straightforward disagreement over style swiftly escalated into a full-fledged argument over how the game should be played and honored.
The end zone, and we're celebrating as a team, because I think that's way more intimidating.
Then, without holding back, Tom Brady blasted Shedeur Sanders and other black quarterbacks, suggesting that their ostentatious, individualistic celebrations, particularly the dismissals, were all about promoting themselves. He subtly criticized players like Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson, saying their self-serving behavior wasn't good for the squad. Brady maintained that although it might increase one's own exposure, it didn't represent a positive team dynamic. But the tone he employed made his remarks much more scathing. His remarks had an undercurrent of cynicism that made it obvious that he not only disapproved of their celebratory manner, but also appeared to completely disregard it.
Than a quarterback doing his six-shooter guns and pointing up in the crowd and doing all that other bullshit that's very self-promotional, but it's not about winning.
Tom Brady is undoubtedly a legend, but it's obvious that he's mistaken in this instance. Players with quite contrasting viewpoints include Travis Kelce. According to Kelce, football greatly benefits from Shedeur Sanders' approach to interacting with supporters and generating excitement about the game. He stressed that Shedeur actually thrives in the spotlight, even if he noted that being Deion Sanders' son automatically attracts a lot of attention. Kelce hailed Shedeur as a true showman, pointing out that his very presence enthralls and attracts people. It is impossible to ignore Shedeur because of his charisma and youthfulness. Furthermore, nothing needs to be criticized, according to Kelce. He's just that talented.
I want to watch Shedeur Sanders.
Who doesn't want to watch that? The world wants to see him go out there and not only play, but have success. At this point, guys are rooting for him. This isn't anything against Dylan. This isn't anything against Joe. I'm just saying the excitement is there for him to go out there. He's going to put eyes on the screen. He is going to bring people to the game. It is what it is, man. Why?
Travis Kelce continued by saying that it would be thrilling to watch Shedeur Sanders take the stage and disprove the skeptics. He is certain that the fan base will be rocked if Shedeur can get his squad to win. According to Kelce, Shedeur possesses the unique capacity to unite the audience and enliven them, making an enduring impression on all those in attendance. There is no denying the excitement about Shedeur's potential. Additionally, if he performs well on the field, the game may reach a new level, and football will attract more attention and excitement. Remarkably, when Shedeur Sanders was chosen in the 5th round of the draft, Tom Brady had already shown his unwavering support for him. Brady stated unequivocally that a player's performance on the field is more important than their selection position. He underlined that it makes no difference if a player is selected 144th or 1st overall. Their performance when given the opportunity is what really matters. Brady saw the same drive in Shedeur, who was already demonstrating exceptional leadership and talent. He also made a comparison to his own career, telling supporters that despite being selected 199th overall, he went on to become one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Brady did not appear to enjoy Shedeur's on-field celebrations, though, despite his admiration for Shedeur's ability.
Happens wherever you go, like, that's your first day. Day 2 matters more than the draft. I was 199.
Yeah.
So who could speak on it better than me? Like, what that really means. Use it as motivation. You're going to get your chances. Go take advantage of it.
However, it raises some intriguing issues now that Tom Brady has come out and criticized Shedeur Sanders for non-football reasons. His scathing remarks about Shedeur's festivities raised the possibility that, despite his obvious skill, there was an underlying belief that Shedeur didn't quite fit the mold of an NFL quarterback. Brady's change of tone, from public criticism to mentorship and encouragement, raises the possibility that some people are still unsure or frustrated with Shedeur's strategy for the game. This abrupt shift in perspective seems to be a reflection of a deeper, unsaid idea that Shedeur may have fallen through the ranks, not only in terms of draft position, but also in terms of how some members of the football world view him.
Shedeur Sanders. What happened, Tom? Why did he go so late in the draft?
I mean, it's a good question. I wasn't a part of any evaluation process or to
Skip Bayless
see
says
that.
otherwise.
No. Well, everyone's got that's the problem with media, is everyone can just say whatever the fuck they want.
It's crucial to keep in mind the unique link that Tom Brady has with Shedeur Sanders, despite the fact that he has caused controversy this time. Throughout Shedeur's time at college, Brady has been a personal mentor to him, providing much more than just guidance. He put a lot of effort into working with Shedeur, helping him to improve his throwing mechanics, readings, and poise. One of the main reasons Shedeur appears so polished and self-assured on the field today is because of that practical mentoring. Shedeur's play demonstrates Brady's influence, and it's obvious that their bond transcends the most recent critiques. The friction between the two is further complicated by this link, which makes Brady's current critical stance all the more unexpected. In conclusion, a complicated discussion that emphasizes the conflict between individual expression and team dynamics has been triggered by Tom Brady's recent criticism of Shedeur Sanders and other black quarterbacks. Brady and Shedeur have a close relationship, as seen by his legendary reputation and past mentoring, but his critical remarks against Shedeur's festivities point to a change in viewpoint that has many wondering about his intentions. Brady is Shedeur's mentor, but his criticism of the rookie quarterback's on-field behavior seems to go against their previous cordial bond. However, athletes like Travis Kelce view Shedeur's style as a strength that will help the sport in the long run by attracting attention and galvanizing supporters. In the end, it's evident that Shedeur Sanders' career is far from finished, and his distinct style of play is just escalating the discussion about what it means to be a quarterback in the modern NFL. Regardless of whether Brady's worries are warranted, one thing is for sure. Shedeur's impact on the game is only getting started, and his skill, charisma, and leadership are indisputable. We can anticipate that more people will be watching Shedeur as he tries to establish himself on the greatest stage as the argument goes on. Regarding Tom Brady's recent remarks on Shedeur Sanders and other black quarterbacks, what are your thoughts? Do you think Brady's critique of their festivities is warranted, or do you think it represents an antiquated idea of how the game ought to be played? However, what are your thoughts on athletes like Travis Kelce who encourage Shedeur's approach on the field? Does team dynamics suffer when players express themselves on the pitch, or does it improve the game? Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below.